Sitting here, trying to relax, drowning out my mental, but it keeps coming back. Thought I really made it, but I ain't really no jack. Demons keep on dancing, they making them laps. Got me doing shit that I never see too. Bumping uglies with the dead isn't sinking through. I am at my breaking point, what's it to you? Back from the dead, yeah, here we go again. Jaw jacking all the time, got the patience in. Come on with me, I can be your greatest sin. Got her legs shaking, she telling all her friends. She said nobody loved her quite like me. Call me on the phone, tell me how she lonely. She said she really like it when I make her scream. I am the only one to see to all her dreams. Fighting on the pillow, gripping on the sheets. Hearing Mr. Magik as she whispers to me. Oh, the winds are howling, it's getting cold. I smell rain, or is it mold? This life is nothing that I was told. Play your cards right so you don't fold. Is this real or in my mind? No. Dead girls, don't say no. Dead girls, don't say no. Sitting here, trying to relax, drowning out my mental, but it keeps coming back. Thought I really made it, but I ain't really no jack. Demons keep on dancing, they making them laps. Got me doing shit that I never see too. Bumping uglies with the dead isn't sinking through. I am at my breaking point, what's it to you? Thanks for the intro, this is part 2. Can't believe we danced underneath the moon. I don't even dance, so this must be true. Trying to lock me up, sticking me with the loons. Yeah, you know me, giving one last vibe. You better run fast, dive and hide. Give it all you got, one last try. Gaining up fast, gonna skin your hide. Yeah, we letting loose cats out of the bag. Divide it all up, too much to drag. I did it all nice, don't mean to brag. Reminded me fast of everything I had. Pack it all up and dig a deep hole. Pull on the gas, light it up and let go. Flames go out, sun starts to show. Burn to a crisp, now it's time to roll. Sitting here, trying to relax, drowning out my mental, but it keeps coming back. Thought I really made it, but I ain't really no jack. Demons keep on dancing, they making them laps. Got me doing shit that I never see too. Bumping uglies with the dead isn't sinking through. I am at my breaking point, what's it to you?
Chrome to your dome and I make it explode. 4 gang members with me and we running your home. Hanging with the homies, never breaking the code. Chilling in the club, make it right for the hoes. I be working luxury design on my clothes. Gucci on my socket, Ricky Owens my toe. If he run up on me, I'ma let my shit blow. Pop him in the brain, put a hole in his dome. Hanging with my squad, yeah, you know that we be running shit. I just made like 50K and now I'm going stupidly. All these VVS, I see him shining up on all my wrists. I was making tracks, but I'm in the mix, just making it. If he acting pussy, then we might just hit him in the shit. I'ma break it out to a gunfight, just some kid a bitch. 300 dash in the E-way, swerving in the whip. She might be a 10, but she's smelly like some tuna fish. I be chasing paper, but you hang out with your stupid friends. I try to serve 5-star, you want to soup again. You can call me Eminem, she look at me like Superman. I was trying to treat her nice, but she getting rude again. Ordered subs a while ago, but she wanted food again. Acting like a fool again, boy, I'm going ludicrous. Man, I'm getting tired trying to rhyme with this foolishness. Boy, I got a penthouse, you chill with the hooligans. Hooligans, 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 hooligans. Boy, I got a penthouse, chill with the hooligans. Gans, 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 gans.
Which one of you source that flow? Nowadays you just never know. Everyone is singing for the late night blow, staying up all night to relieve that snow. Tunnel vision with the act has risen, reanimated but I'm back on a mission. When the sunlight hits in your back, it's risen, that's spam. Masochism in plastic prism gets smashed in a compact active rhythm. Has to give them a dose so big that they have to listen. They jaw jack, never outlast that fast position. And that sass will get you a blasted kitchen. Hit you with a 50-yard dash, dirt snatch and a rash incision. That crash division, not leaving any one of them eat their own guts. When you flash precision, immortal mortician with a portal of important and moral decisions. A cash advance and a mask collision at your CAD because of where I practice chisel. Here's a bit of you wanna go for a late night cruise? You can see the way that these tweakers bruise, or you can choose to wear cement shoes. Semen will find you. May I remind you that I'm right behind you, breaking your bad habits, mistaking me for pragmatic. The heat from the sun won't blind you. Deceit and the one that minds you. Burning the bridge, earning the respect of whatever that is. Awaken the kid. Keep on hearing that. I keep on feeling that. I keep on hearing that. Boom, nocturnal. Keep on hearing that. I keep on feeling that. I keep on hearing that. OG fossil, walking apostle, stocking a brothel to find my next meal and I'm off in the gospel. Singing a choir to a sea of live and dire straight side mire face that ain't checking IDs at that iron gate. You taste a bit synthetic, if I check your background, I bet you inbred it. We could all use a little Buddha in life, but we ruin the vibe when we put doing the sky. Could be sad you are, but you abuse the ice. So sad you are, but you could pay the price. Magic scars, sergeant at arms, choosing my next victim from afar. No abatement, I bet you wanna escape the rape it. Running through your car, but I'm already chasing a picture of habit when I'm placing a life of eternal damnation, a recreation of events. Cause in my psyche that makes sense. An innovator on the edge of the fence. I love turning white cheeks red and I ain't against revenge. Especially whenever Ramones get next to me. The new you have for the recipe. The blue moon set for the undead referee. So best to be eternally in ecstasy. Your masterpiece, it has to be. Your midnight masochist. This is the ending but there is a twist. Now you get to make a wish. Keep on hearing that. I keep on feeling that. I keep on hearing that. Keep on hearing that. I keep on feeling that. I keep on hearing that. Boom.
Demon inside my soul,
and he always wants to kick it with me.
there's a human in there, I know,
But he ain't never acted right.
There's a demon inside my soul. He always wants to kick it with me. There's a human in there, I know, but he ain't never acting right. I'm higher than God on methamphetamine. I'm higher than Jesus in an opium den on ketamine. I'm higher than Buddha if he said fuck Zen. I'm a higher rooter and I flush it in the end. I'm a shooter, not a looter, and I'm always in voodoo using words like toodles. I don't give a flying fuck. Everybody buying, I am the pie, I'm supplying it. I am a drug and nobody kid should be trying it. Ridiculing you for keeping you off of that Ritalin. This is inside of me, I will forever regret within. It bothers me looking for dope and another bottle of gin with permanent devilish grin and my list of sins. I'm a fucking addict in a hurry to panic, and this tragedy practically had to be eradicated. Radically medicated shit, I don't want it no more. Maybe my persona is stuck in the art form.
there's a demon inside my soul,
And he always wants to kick it with me.
there's a human in there, I know,
But he ain't never acted right.
There's a demon inside my soul. He always wants to kick it with me. There's a human in there, I know, but he ain't never acting right.
Inside of my mind, you'll find that I'm intertwined with a long of fucked up ties that grind and try to align and hoping that I can never find another way to make it out alive. But really, I just wanna be crazy, blame it on my fucks I get on a daily. Look for the time flux, stuck in a daydream, but I don't want a single person trying to save me, no safety.
There's a demon in my head again. I probably need another dose of Ritalin or something like a Saturday. I'm a lunatic in many ways. I'm the type of motherfucker looking for better days. Standing in the rain when it's sad face. And a demon in my mind. I'ma take it fast pace, slow it down at the same time. In the fast pace, so now would I be on the ground? Living with the madness and I'm out of my mind's eye.
Calms me down. The evil calms me down.
This is just one more thing to eliminate. People out of my life, never to discriminate. The hating on my highlight, sipping on that salty lemonade. I'm eating creme brulee in a different city every day. They try to get inside my head and hurt my family and friend, but I'm already bleeding from the inside. Out of space, they think that it's a race for a title role, but I just mind my business dodging all of these federal. This is real, not a metaphor. On the floorboards, got the blood of these bitches claiming that they are horrorcore. The metamorphosis corpse is an abortion. Orphanage contortion is the most important factor that I can't escape. Now the eye in the sky was built to destruct and catch my lies. Feeling fresh to death, trying to stay alive. One side of my brain has been left to die.
There's a demon inside my soul,
And he always wants to kick it with me.
there's a human in there, I know.
But he ain't never acting right.
There's a demon inside my soul. He always wants to kick it with me. There's a human in there, I know, but he ain't never acting right. There's a demon inside my soul. He always wants to kick it with me. There's a human in there, I know, but he ain't never acting right.
I almost talked without being muted, because that's what the fuck I do. And hey, I'm not pushing buttons tonight, y'all.
Hey, what up, everybody?
Beans is back.
What up, everybody?
Beans.
And Gene's back there somewhere.
Don't look for me. I'm just a ghost. It's dark back here.
I hope everybody has had a fantastic Wednesday. Tonight is a very, very special night for me.
He
I've
gets to be a
listened
fanboy.
to this artist since I was about 16 years old. I'm not going to do all the math. It's been a long time, and has definitely had an influence to some of my more in-depth songs, and we all got to meet Danny Boone, so we met the more
illustrious.
Let's get it to let's get serious, but let's have a good time, and let's do it. So I'm blabbing on. I'm a little stoned. I got stoned during that intro, y'all. That fucking knocked me in the noggin.
He's trying to get his wits about him because this is a very big moment to have Kung Fu Vampire on here. And, it is for me as well because he put me on Kung Fu Vampire himself with Nocturnal. Great album, great song, all of that, So, like this dude said, let's get it started so he can, try to breathe and relax and calm down.
I think Nocturnal was on Love Bites. Nocturnal was not an album. It was
No, I'm just saying, like the album itself.
I'm getting witty with it. So, Beans,
thank you tonight for pushing buttons. I don't know what I would do without you. Welcome back, Big Dog. Although, yeah,
Beans is the motherfucking beans of the team, boy. Like literally, he is the meat and taters.
He's the beans knees.
The beans.
But all right, y'all, let's get down to it. Hello, everybody. I know we've had an ass load of comments. I do not forget any of y'all. It's just, this is exciting. And let's do this. The one, the only, the immortal Kung Fu Vampire.
Glad to be here.
Much love, you guys. Have a wonderful interview.
Beans.
Dude, you're on tour right now, or are you not? Or like,
yeah, I'm going back out. So we just got home a couple days ago. I'll be back doing just a few, just 3 small dates. Be really dope shows, but we're putting more effort and energy into each show as opposed to quantity. We're going quality. So we're doing Fresno, San Diego, and Vegas next weekend, the 30th, 31st, and June 1st. We're going to do those dates. We just got back from a Pacific Northwest tour. Just for, we'll be home a week and a half here and then back out again.
damn, busy. Hey, so if y'all are in these areas, you digging the music, go check out Kung Fu Vampire. For real.
The live show's the best thing about what we do. You know what I mean? That's where that's where I put all my energy in. And very proud of what we've been able to do. You know what I mean?
Question, sir. Supreme Gene here. When will you be making it over this way toward the southern states?
Well, I tour regularly all across the nation. I just did a U.S. tour in June. Where are you guys at?
Alabama.
You know, it's crazy. So the only places I've not played in the entire United States is Alaska and Alabama.
Hey, wait. Before we can get there, you remember the song in school. It starts out Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, all of that. How you ain't played in the first 2 places, bruh?
So it's just about getting invites. There's just never been a tour that's gone through there. There's never been a promoter. We go right through Alabama. We've done Arkansas now. We've done Georgia. We've done the East Coast. We do Maine, Portland. We do everywhere. But nobody's invited us out. Nobody said, hey, here's a promoter. So if you guys are in Alabama, depending what city, you just tell the promoter, hey, we should bring Kung Fu Vampire. And the way we charge for shows, it's so easy to bring us out. You get the local openers to help. We all come together as a team and we make it part of our tour routing, man. And we come through. We've done everywhere, you know.
Quick interjection, then I'm going to give the mic back. Have you heard about the Sand Mountain Amphitheater?
I haven't.
It's something new here. Actually, we're going to have Tacos and Tequila. Is going to be Timberland, Paul Wall, and Little John again, June 6th and 7th.
Nice.
Yeah, so check that out. Like, we'll make sure to get you that information after the interview and the show and all of that.
Shoot, I just wanted to call the guy that oversees it. He gets his card serviced where I work.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. I might know him.
Yeah, really. Like if there's a club, like, a 100 to 400 capacity club in your area, and you know who's been bringing like the Tech Nines, the King ISOs, the Ritz characters, the Chris Webbies, the Echoes, you know what I'm saying? The Snow the Products, wherever those people are coming, just whoever's been throwing those shows, getting them in contact and understanding that we have value and we got fans in Alabama. And then we can put it in as part of our tour routing. I've still to this day. So we're in the middle of our 23rd tour since I started in 2010. This is our 23rd North American tour. And we're still playing new spots. You feel me? We just did Salem and Grants Pass, Oregon for the first time ever. We had never played those places. And that was really cool. And they were packed and it was cracking. Especially the first time, if it's promoted right and it's an artist where they have fans in the area, it's a win-win, man,
Well, we definitely would like to see you here at the Sand Mountain Amphitheater. Now, the amphitheater has a capacity more than 400. It's like...
But Huntsville or Birmingham would be either
bigger
like
thinners. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, or Dolphin, because
Dolphin Islands down in Mobile.
Yeah, because ICP was just out there.
Okay.
And they've been there twice that I know of.
Okay, well, we'll talk about all that. I just had to ask him.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that because I do want to come out there. We have to pass through there a lot, so it's like, why aren't we playing? You know?
Absolutely, man. I would love to have you here in Alabama. I swear to God.
And shoot, for real. And if it comes down to it, you need an opener, MAD Produktionz, we got you.
There you go. See, and I know you guys already know the other openers that would be down to rock the stage with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have somewhat of what you would call local talent. There's CJ Get Live Gilbert. And he's a local artist, a relative, someone I've grown up with. Like around here, you got a lot of people who got a story to tell. There's some who are known and some who aren't. You know, one of the most locally known fellas was Omar Bentley. You can check him out like on certain music areas like
That's too many B's.
Bent.
No,
but seriously, like we got a lot of people that would love to get down and you know, help you out. You know, so
I appreciate that. Let's definitely link up on all the info after and make it happen.
Absolutely. Yeah. Back to the show, people. Thank you for your time, Mr. Vampire.
Man, I got sidetracked because I've been seeing the reels on Instagram, like of you being on tour, and I'm like, fuck.
He's not here.
He's not here. So like me and Gene were talking, I was like, oh, I wonder how it is to like figure all that out. So yeah, we're gonna do some conversing.
Hell yeah. Alabama's like a unicorn for me, bro. Because I don't ever get out there. We have to drive through there. People always ask us to play there, and it just hasn't happened. So
we here, baby. We here.
Yeah, we're gonna try. We're gonna try.
We gonna, you know, selflessly promote
do or do not
ourselves and you. I'm not gonna lie. Be like, we trying to get Kung Fu Vampire down here. Would you like to be on the, you know, the card?
Well, yeah, we're gonna.
Not you. I'm talking about the people that's around here. Like Get Live, GITLIVE, and you know we even put Whack Davo up there.
No.
Okay.
All right. Absolutely. So San Jose, California, is your stomping ground. So what was it like growing up around that area?
I mean, I'm born and raised here, bro. It's a blessing to be here. It's unfortunately the most expensive city in the entire United States to live is San Jose. It's, you know, more than New York, more than San Francisco, more than LA. It's expensive to live in this city. You know what I'm saying? But it's 72 degrees right now and sunny with no humidity. The San Francisco 49ers stadium is 10 minutes away. We have 3 airports. The ocean is 30 minutes away. The mountains are 10 minutes away. Like, it's just beautiful, man. You know what I mean? We could drive to LA in 4.5 hours. We can be in Reno in 3 hours. Lake Tahoe in 3.5 hours. Everything. We got everything here. So it's definitely a blessing. But if you're not willing to hustle, this is going to be a really hard place for you to live. You know what I mean?
Skid Row.
Well, Nashville's like that.
It is.
Like, dude, the house we live in now would be double. So that's where I grew up. I grew up in South Nashville. So I mean, it didn't get expensive more towards when we left as to now. So it was like on a come up type area.
Yeah.
So
everywhere is starting to get expensive if it isn't a horrible place. You know, it's kind of crazy.
Yep, shit flows.
We got our place on the steel. But all right. So 2000 to present. I had to write some of these albums down, although I figured them out in my mind and I remembered the covers, but I couldn't remember the names. Like Strange Situations. There was a purple one. Was that Strange Situations or was that Bloodbath Beyond?
No, you're talking about Before I Was Kung Fu Vampire. Space Bar is the album. There's a song called Strange Stimulations on there. I'm still here. Just give me a second. I can hear you.
All right. Yes, that's exactly what I was talking about. Because I heard that the other day. I was like, oh my gosh. This, like I had heard some of the other stuff first, but one of my friends had, I think it was either a CD but my buddy used to hold up a tape recorder to his buddy's CD player and just recorded it on his tape recorder so that way he could listen to it. He didn't have a whole lot of money, so he got his inspiration from music and stuff, and I can't remember what he played it on. And then I saw it later on because I noticed the string stipulations song, and I was like, oh my God, that takes me back like so far. And
yeah, I was a teenager when I wrote that, so that was a good song. I actually like that song. I don't like a lot of my music, but that one's one that I like,
Yeah, I definitely feel that. Like,
yeah. So that album is Spacebar before I was officially Kung Fu Vampire, and then I released it under Kung Fu Vampire because it is my album. You know what I mean?
Like a revamp? Did you do any like remasters or?
Nope. Just put it out digitally and just put it out as Kung Fu Vampire. I mean, if we revamped it, it would be so clean. It would be so much better. But just leave it, let it be. You know what I mean? Show the progress.
Absolutely. So Bloodbath Beyond is yes. Also,
that's my first album. Really, that's the first album.
Abracadabra. No, you good?
Okay. I can sign.
Yeah, that's like the second. That's the first ever production of mine as Kung Fu Vampire. Was that song? I produced that song.
So like Abracadabra was all like your production.
Yeah, I wrote and produced that one. Everything on that song is me.
Hell yeah! And for that being like an official Kung Fu Vampire album, and you producing that, like, what was your feelings at that time? Because I know sometimes when I do my own production, I have a lot of setbacks and a lot of self-doubt, and then I have like some of my friends who are like, man, you know what? Just release it and see how people react to it.
I mean, that time I was young and pretty gung-ho and pretty proud of what I was doing. I was very confident in what I was doing, we were doing something so different. It was a new sound, and I was ready to put it out there to the world, Very exciting times as a young man to be doing something like that.
Yeah, I don't have near the setup I used to have when I was growing up. We had a karaoke machine that we would just record on. And
we had little home studio stuff, and then by that time we were just renting. We were paying studio time. I was hustling so I could pay for studio. So, and I had some help. I had friends that let me record in their personal studios. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And
that's awesome sometimes to like have a buddy who's like, "Hey, check this out. Let me come record, please."
This was such a technological area growing up in San Jose, San Francisco. That we had some like EDM, real technical engineer friends that were very good early on, so to be able to meet them was truly a blessing.
So the Dead Sexy album, like, yeah, I love that cover. So who is, I think this is the one I'm thinking about. My mind went a blank. The Dead Sexy album, is that the one with you're on the couch with?
Yeah. With the girl upside down and naked on my lap?
Yes. Okay, so Dead Sexy. That album is amazing. Too Late to Pray. I had to look it up again. The Transaction songs with Dem Hood Stars, dude, phenomenal track. I hear it every day in my headphones. So like, yeah. Song Necromance was one song I wanted to talk about. Dude, the style of that song is just it's great. Have you heard
it's unique. It's like a cabaret meets horror, it's kind of a pretty advanced song singing wise and all the stuff that's on there, you know.
I have a personal question, sir. Vampire.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I
can hear you. I can hear you.
I have a personal question. Growing up, did you have to choose a side?
You talking about ethnic wise?
No. Like growing up, did you have to choose a side? You know, like were you in an area where there was competition between two factions?
We mainly live like, if you're talking about like street shit.
Yeah.
So we mainly in San Jose, it's almost all only homeboys, norteños right here. You know what I mean? When you start to go down south, there's more, but homeboys are super, super powerful here. Very regimented, very militant. You know what I'm saying? There's hardly any. I can't. There's thousands and thousands, but I can't speak for everyone. But all the ones in my team, everybody that I fuck with is, you know, not tweaking on drugs, doing burpees, doesn't talk. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's why I worded it the way I worded it. I didn't want to, you know.
No, it's all love. It's all love. I'll talk about it. But yeah, I haven't been forced into that. I was kind of raised around them and from day one. You know what I mean? But you know, the opposition here is here. They are in little pockets of the city.
Okay.
And they're really wild, bro, because you know they have to prove a point. And I assume homies like norteños from up here down there in LA, same scenario.
No names.
Yeah. So same scenario. But yeah, we're pretty deep here, and honestly, like we have a lot of like pop-ups, you know, swap meet type things, like really cool foodie events, and all these kind of just cultural things, and it's always love lately. You know what I mean? The last like 10 or 15 years, because there's no ops, everybody's cool. You know what I mean? So
that's what I'm talking about. Unity.
Yeah, it's beautiful, bro. It's a lot of unity, bro. I mean, it's safe. Like I'll roll up to a lot of festivals. They could be super active festivals, and it's all love, man. People really just, at the end of the day, if you're nice to people, you realize people just want to get high, get some girls, have a drink. You know what I mean? And most people are like that, even hardened criminals. You could touch the soft side a little bit. You pass them a cocktail. You know what I mean? So yeah, I feel that energy. You know, it has gotten. I don't want to say it's gotten softer here. It's gotten more peaceful. We really are more focused on lowriders and food and pumping each other's businesses up. And a lot of the homies we grew up with all have their own business, right? A food truck or things like this that they're pushing, or a clothing line, you know? So,
so
it's really nice, man.
Unity,
very much so, man. And I'm all about that. I'm trying to push that amongst any sides. You know what I mean? If we can just unite, it's beautiful.
So is that what you would say had a big impact on your music and the way you do your music?
Well, if you could tell, you know, my music, I'm kind of a weirdo. You know what I mean? Like straight up. My music's weird. I wear contact. I've been doing weird stuff from day one. So I've always been an outlier. I've always just been kind of my own thing. But, you know, I was in a lowrider club since the day I turned 15. You know, I've been clicked up with all them, but I'm always seek to do my own thing. You know, you notice I don't sound like Mac Dre or 40 or Too Short, although I kind of wish I did, but that's just not what I do. That's just not what I do. You know what I mean?
No, the sound is unique. Like you make your own sound, and that's what's amazing about your music. And it brings me to the next album. I'm gonna play a song off that, Love Bites. So yeah, let's do a late 420, y'all. Here's Love Bites off the album Love Bites with Nocturnal.
Hey, check it out. I just want to say that he says that
you don't love me.
Love Bites.
Love me. You don't love me. That love you're selling don't come cheap. You don't love me.
Love Bites.
Love me. You don't love me. That love you're selling don't come cheap.
I let that fire between your legs, tired by me instead, inspired by being dead. The vampire, wired to worry, you're a satire in bed. You working that iron and lead, and never stood a day on those legs with a bunch of dread, and you're dripping out of your pores, and so scorned to ignore the source of war. Fuck all another women oars, of course. intuition. Calendar of aliens, a crying suspicion. But you dismissing, cause your secret's in the eyes of your mission. It's impossible to ovulate, taking too many antidepressants, so you can't even concentrate. Watergate with that cat. Marvelous, starving the abyss. You better find another to win this. I ain't in the Air Force, Army, Marines, or the Navy, bitch. I made a switch from you scandalous hoes a long time ago. You better be the bitch that could curl my toes when I'm knee deep with a hot dog in your throat. See me getting head at the comedy show, or on stage with that ominous flow. Then I'm high-fiving my bros. I'm giving an ovate to the ladies looking at me in the front row. And the whole place can see me when I roam, then I'm right out that door. You may be the one cracking jokes with your funny stare. I'm getting home with your girl in a parking lot, pal. I don't wanna be the one to let you off easy now. Take the sleazy route, poured it out and came. Exploited your name, you're pleasing the whole crowd. The crown of a royal gem, I'm more in love with my oil pen than the sound of a dying hen. Your crying seems to be a trend, too desperate to amend. So you seek a new friend and bend everybody that thinks you're hottie, but it never ends. You don't wanna be the one to have to reveal your pathetic spiel. You could use an Altoid, what's the deal? Is it halitosis or that shit you talking for real? Blood in your mouth, swallow it, don't spit it out, cause that poison that you spreading's making all of us ill.
You don't love me.
Love bites.
Love me. You don't love me. That love you're selling don't come cheap. You don't love me.
Love bites.
Love me. You don't love me. That love you're selling don't come cheap.
We were muted. He didn't hear that.
No, I'm telling you. I'm just telling you.
He was like, "That's a nice song." I was like, "We were muted."
That's actually the remix too, off of Reanimated.
Yeah,
Reanimated.
it is.
That's a great movie from the
dude.
80s.
Some of those remixes on Reanimated are like fire.
Hell yeah, thank you, man. But it's a nice mixture of different producers. I think that helps a lot.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Nightmare Walking. That was the very first song I ever listened to around my son, Valley. Dude, I slipped up. I think he was young. He goes in the house, I'm a nightmare walking. And my wife's like, what did he just say? Like, I said, whoop, whoop. She said, whoop, whoop your ass back in the house.
Hey, it could be worse. You know what he could be singing, so.
Absolutely. Look Alive, man. It has one of my inspirational songs on there, which is Dead Girls Don't Say No. I don't know what it was, and I like seeing people's reaction when I'd say, hey, don't say no. And she was like, what the fuck?
I mean, I could only imagine if it came out today what people would say, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Canceled. I might actually have more fame if it would have came out today, because that would be wild.
Well, I was trying to bring it back. So you got my support.
Thank you for the shout out in the song. That was you, right?
Yes, that was me and Valley, my oldest son. And my youngest son, Jack Zilla, he just broke his arm last Wednesday, and he got his cast put on. But
that's not fun, man. Damn.
No, man, he got it right in here, and it snapped.
He's lucky he's young, because he'll heal right up like it never happened.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They were giving him 3 weeks, and he's bummed because he wanted to go kayaking. And I'm
Imagine
like,
him being our age, 35, 40 or something, even 30. Take him a year to heal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Be like, yeah, I just Look Alive also had what was it? Fire and Duality with Twisted.
Yeah, there was a lot of bangers on that album. I don't particularly like the album as a whole, but I think it has some super big songs of ours, you know?
That album gets me going. It gets me people going.
I guess
Like-
there's just a few songs on it that I don't like, but the songs that I do like, I feel are very memorable, like Fire, Duality, you know what I mean? Bloodbath Weekend. There's a few on there. She is a Villain that I do enjoy.
What's Diabolic with the ROC?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that song at all, but I'm not the listener, so who cares?
So okay, can I ask why, or would you?
I just think the chorus is weak. And it's nothing ROC did. He's tight. I just think chorus is weak. The beats, whatever. It's just whatever. I don't think it's that great.
Okay,
There's
fair
just
enough. As a listener, I fucking love it.
that makes me happy, bro, because I made it for a reason. So I must have liked it when I made it, you know?
Hey, that's
Bow to the emperor. Yeah, I mean it's cool. It's got some things about it that are cool.
When did he put that song out?
It was, what year was Look Alive?
2016.
2016.
All right, so when did he start?
About
2001.
So he started doing music in 2001? And that was 2015.
Was there a prior to that other than Space Bar?
No.
So Space Bar, like, how did that happen?
Man, I was working on that album a long time. Just it was totally different being a kid, you know, high school guy working on a record. So I was like, that took a couple. I don't remember how many years. It definitely took a couple years to make that record. A lot of homies were featured on there, and just a lot of higher production value than like the little demo stuff I had done before that. But yeah, I was recording with my friend Chad in San Francisco in his home studio right off Hayton Ashbury, which is a real famous place out here. And it was, you know, it had high production on a lot of the tracks because he was such a big, you know, EDM trip hop producer. But same with Bloodbath. Bloodbath took a long time. You'll see in my timeline there was a few years after some of those, and then between Bloodbath and Dead Sexy, I caught a huge case, and so that's why that took so long, because I was in a case for almost 2.5 years. So people ask, why did what happened between Bloodbath and Dead Sexy? That's really what happened. And also I was building this big band at the same time, and you know, trying to create something really, really unique.
Yeah, absolutely. I have another question. What's your inspiration for your music? Like, do you pull your songs from things you've been through, or do you just come up with fantasy?
So part of it's a little fiction. Most of it's not for me. You know, where the line is drawn is up to the listener. You know, on what parts are in art. Some of it's metaphoric, right? So it depends on what we're talking song per song. A lot of it is based off real life experiences. If it's anything about like, you know, women, weapons, different things that have happened. Some of the story stuff, like on Black Heart Machine, Neck and Neck is a true story through and through. I try to change little details. So if it's about somebody, they don't try to come back and be like, this is about me, you know, and cause drama. I don't like drama. So but I keep true to the story and just twist it enough so they can't think it's them. But then if they say it's them, it's more like a shoe fits kind of thing. So it's like, oh well, if you know what I mean. If you think it's you, then maybe you probably shouldn't have stole from me or stalked me or whatever it may be. You feel me? So
what Granny would say is a hurt dog a holler.
Man, the other thing I was gonna tell you is the other place it originated from was I wanted to put live music to hip hop, but make it sound not live. I didn't want it sloppy. I wanted to sound real precise. And I wanted to bring opera and gothic to rap, which nobody had done yet at the time. And then that was my original inspiration, was like Danny Elfman, right? Edward Scissorhands, which Abracadabra, Abracadabra has an Edward Scissorhands sample in it. Bum, 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 bum. That's the stuff I love. That big dark opera. Yeah. So yeah, I wanted to bring that dark opera and that Asian influence to something. I wanted to keep it a little bit more fun, more fantasy, too many people embellish the street shit, and I feel like real street dudes want to
Thank you.
hide that, and stay away from that. We don't want to embellish that. That's what I think. I've always thought that. I'm not about that life or that culture. To me, that stuff
Thank
is
you.
corny. If the gang ain't making me money, I don't want nothing to do with it.
I do want to say that G's moving in silence like a lasagna, baby.
Big facts, bro. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So whenever people talk too much about their things or the details, I'm like, man,
Their
that's
exploits, yeah.
just make the money. Just make the money and shut up. You know what I mean?
And roll.
Yeah.
See, that's what I do. Is I use a lot of metaphors in my stuff, and that I think that's where I connect with a lot of your music, is because I catch a lot of that shit. I feel a lot of that shit. And it, man, like My Turn song, I don't even know if I loaded that one in.
Me and X-Rated. That's off Come Dawn.
Come Dawn, yes. I'm jumping around because
that's probably my best album all the way around by far. I'm almost certain that that's the best album.
Dude, that album fucking kicks ass because that has 1986 on it also.
It has Baddies, Madonna, 1986. It's got My Turn.
Baddies.
Smoke Me. Yeah. It's just, to me, that album was done right. You know what I mean? Black Heart Machine's great too. But I just personally love Come Dawn. What's that?
I said the Black Heart Machine is fucking golden. I love that album too.
I look at Black Heart Machine reminds me of Look Alive. Here's what I mean. That some of my favorite songs are on Black Heart Machine and Look Alive, but the albums, there's songs on them I don't like. Come Dawn, I don't dislike any of the songs, but there isn't like that top tier song on there other than maybe 1986 and Baddies. Whereas like Black Heart Machine has like 4 or 5 top tier songs. The rest I don't like. And I feel the same way about Look Alive. There's 3 or 4 absolute bangers and then the rest I don't love. Whereas like Love Bites, I feel like the whole album is really good, but there's no super standout tracks. And then Dead Sexy, similar in the sense that I don't actually think the album's that good, but I think that some of my most iconic tracks are on that album,
Absolutely. Yeah. We talked about Reanimated. Dude, Turn Up with Hobson. Like, what was it like working with Hobson? Like, dude, I love Hobson.
I ain't heard him.
So I didn't work closely with him on that. The track came about in a different fashion. But I will tell you my interaction with Hobson is I met him at the gathering when he played in 2011. We were both playing 2011 or 12. 2011. Must have been 2011. And I came over, and at the time, my hair was slicked back. It was late summer. I was hella brown. And I walk up. Some people wanted to introduce us after, before we had done the song. And he was like, Kung Fu Vampire? He's like, dude, he goes, I'm a huge fan of yours, bro. He's all, I thought you were going to be bald, tall, and pale. And he goes, you're short, dark, and
fully haired.
Yeah. And he's like, and it was just, he gave me a big hug, and that was pretty much the extent of our interactions. He's kind of elusive and socially awkward and, just not a social guy. So,
but that just adds to the mystique of who he is.
Right. I mean, he could be way bigger. He stopped doing music pretty much, at least I think, right? He doesn't do music.
I haven't heard him in a while.
I haven't heard him do anything in a while.
The last one I heard, he did a song about the Bible, talking about you gave me a book and you expect me not to read it.
I can't remember.
Wow. I know that he's deep, man. I mean, at this point, it's been so many years. I don't think he's plotting to do anything cool. I just think he's not worried about it. He's probably making so much money off residuals and making it work for him, for his lifestyle. It doesn't take a lot, man. When you get a career like his, you got songs with 30, 40, 50, 100 million streams. That's bringing him in thousands a month just on the streams, thousands. So he's probably just enjoying life,
Quick question: what would it take to get you on the track with us with MAD Productionz? Like, what would it?
Oh man, just after we get off the show, just email me. We'll make it happen. I'll my price is reasonable. The difference between me and most people is I'll help guide you a little bit if you have any questions, and then when you release it as a single, which I always recommend, that way it pops up, people see the feature. I will post it on all my socials.
Exactly. I was going to say, like, it would be you and MAD.
Yeah, a lot of people they won't post it because they're not proud of it or because it's not their music. I will. That's just part of it. That's part of hiring me. That's what I'll do.
But I'm little, you're big. So, you know, again, this is, you know, kind of why I was asking, you know, the whale to help the pilot fish.
I'll definitely, yeah, I'll guide and give you my honest opinion. I've done that for other people. I could shoot you their songs and reference it and show you what they've done by featuring me and listening. Some of them listen and do the right thing and release it right, and it works out for them. And it's something to be proud of, you know.
Absolutely.
Then you become attached to my thing forever, you know.
Right. I just wanted to put that out there. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, let's do it. Well, I mean, I don't have as busy of a tour schedule this year, so I'm doing a lot of features, you know.
Right. Yeah. And then again, you want to come to Alabama, baby. You never been here before.
Yeah, we got to get Kung Fu Vampire to Alabama.
We got to.
I've only driven through. If I've been there, what's the biggest cities in Alabama?
Montgomery,
Birmingham,
Huntsville, Mobile.
Oh, Mobile. But I heard Huntsville's got a good scene. They got a good live scene.
They got a place called Orion Amphitheater. Dude, it's massive.
When we get off here, send me an email. Let's make it happen. I'll help you guys find the right scenario. You guys help me get over there, make it happen. Then if you guys get me on a song, then by the time I get out there, we can shoot the video while I'm there before the show. You know what I mean?
Respect.
Yo, Kung Fu Vampire. He just bit me, man. I'm once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah. So Double Dragon is a duo album with Kentucky's own Buckshot.
Buck Fu?
Buck Fu is fucking awesome. That's
a good. I like that song. We started this set with that song. Me and my drummer. That's the song we started with on this tour.
Oh hell yeah, dude! That'd be awesome to see that live.
We never played any Double Dragon before until this tour, so.
It's also got what is it? Fat Easy Target. That's I like that song.
I produced that track featuring Ritz.
Yeah, I was just about to say Ritz. Like every time I met him, like yes. Well, he has CNT now.
But when we talking about Ritz from Tech 9.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I met him a couple times at like VIPs and stuff, and he's always seemed like a really chill fucking guy. And
yeah, he is. He's cool. I don't know him super well, but he's definitely cool.
Yeah. Also brings me to the newest album. Just Double Dragon was just, I think that was just self-titled.
It was self-titled, yeah. The new one is called Big Trouble with Double Dragon.
Correct. And it is, man, that cover with Big Trouble and Little China is phenomenal.
I knew there was a throwback to that. I just knew it.
Thank you, man. That was one of my biggest influences when I started Kung Fu Vampire, speaking of influences. So to be able to put it full circle into an album is a great feeling. Even if nobody heard the album, I would be happy.
What the album name?
How did you come up with Kung Fu Vampire?
Man, such a long and deep question. I'll give you the short version.
Right.
Chilling in my backyard. I think it was summer 2001, summer 2000, somewhere around then, summer 2001. And two of my friends and I were in my backyard. I had a Japanese garden at the time. And there was a lot of things Kung Fu, as well as Vampire, me practicing Kung Fu. I never came out of the house till like 5 p.m., things like that. and we're talking about filming a Japanese like kung fu movie or a Chinese kung fu movie. And then someone said, "Hey, let's film a vampire movie back here." And then someone was like, "Bro, you are the kung fu vampire." And we were all quiet for a second, and it was like, "Damn." And then I didn't take on the name right away. And then when I started recording the album, I was going to call the album "The Kung Fu Vampire Satire," and it was going to be a play on Gothic music and Asian beats, Gothic beats, Asian beats combined, right? Dark and these kind of kodo and zither, these Japanese and Chinese instruments, right?
Very
And
melodic.
then halfway through the album, it was just like, nah, I'm Kung Fu Vampire. And then I was originally going to be called The Kung Fu Vampire. That was the name when Bloodbath came out. Right before Bloodbath dropped, it was The Kung Fu Vampire. And it does have a little different feel to it. And then I was doing Kung Fu Vampire, 2 words, Kung Fu 1 word, vampire another word. And then it just became Kung space Fu space vampire. And that was right before after Bloodbath. During Bloodbath, it was still Kung Fu 1 word, vampire 2nd word. So yeah, that's the origin of Kung Fu Vampire, man. It's about yin and yang, the balance of both energies. And you hear that in my music. Super dark music, super light music.
I like how you put that. I like, as far as the Kung Fu Vampire, I like how you came up with that. That's awesome. It's definitely gonna have to link up because he does martial arts. I do martial arts.
Hell yeah.
I do martial
And
arts.
you know, there's like in my music, there's happy songs on every album. Period.
Yeah,
it's just happy, poppy, fun. That's the yin, and that yang is the dark shit. It's nice blend, you know.
It's
the same with him. Yeah,
with the unity.
Unity, but in this case, it would be a trinity because it'd be like you and him.
So yeah, that album has Cooler in a Coffin and Black Smoke. I think Black Smoke, there was a remix made with Stevie Stone in it.
We pulled it down. Did you notice that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, we pulled it down after 2 days. They released it incorrectly, so it will be released properly.
Oh shit! So
yeah, Spotify problems. It was just Spotify is having some issues with their I don't know if you would call it AI, but their the way they do things, that they messed up the way it was released. So we're gonna re-release it properly, you know.
Hell yeah. So I'm excited for the return. I did like the remix when I listened to it. It's just I've been on a Kung Fu Vampire kick the past few days. So.
I love it. Hey, spread the word, get more people on that kick, man. I feel like my catalog is very it's very deep, it's insightful. I think it's beautiful. I've been very consistent for 25 years and so consistent. I don't know where the time has gone. You know, every 2 years or so I release an album, and I'm very proud of the Double Dragon stuff. I know Buckshot is as well. We put a lot into it, you know.
And everything's so very diverse. Very, like, I definitely feel the difference because, like, in every single track, it's like you said, the yin and the yang. And
you heard me singing on Nemesis Me and Lurkers, right?
Yes. I was about to get to that.
Yeah.
I will say I seen Double Dragon last night, the old 90s movie with Mark Dacascos and the white boy.
You saw it last night?
Last night I watched it on YouTube, baby. I saw Double Dragon. Not your stuff, but the old 90s movie.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Game. The game? No.
We gotta find the game.
B&B video games.
Oh,
right, B&B video games, Highway 431. Down the street. You can come here, get all your gaming needs, whether it's Nintendo.
Did that movie hold up? Like, if I watch it, will it hold up?
It's old, so you might be kind of disappointed in the graphics and the storyline.
I love corny, cheesy movies.
I loved it. And it had Mark Dacascos, which is one of my favorite actors.
Okay, well, that might be worth watching if it's a good actor. I mean, I love vintage cheese. You know what I mean?
Yes, cheese.
It's definitely cheese.
You ever played the video game?
Oh yeah, I have a little throwback Nintendo box that I play once in a while when I'm killing time waiting for something to upload, and I'll play that one. I'll be honest with you, I actually really like Contra a lot better.
That's the shit, baby. What's the code? You tell me the code right now.
Oh my God, I almost feel like I remember. It's definitely one of those up, down, A, B, spin around, blah, 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 boom, infinite lives. You know what I mean?
Up, down, left, right, B, select, start. Let's go, baby. 30 lives.
B, select, start, up, down, left, right, B, select, start.
Yeah, but if it's 2 players, you got to hit select twice.
I ain't playing that game 2 players. I only have 1 controller. Wait, if you play 2 players, is it both people at the same time on the screen?
Yes, red and blue. When you going through, just spreading, flame throwing, machine gun.
I love it. It was so good back in the day. I know it doesn't really hold up nowadays, but just the memories.
It does. Don't let nobody tell you otherwise.
Hey, karate. That game karate does not hold up.
It does.
No.
No.
No, that game is terrible.
Are you saying the fact that it was like hard to play the game itself? The game itself was rigged so you couldn't win. Is that what you're saying? Because some were hard.
Some were hard, and some were hard, and I'm just turned off. I mean, my favorite game is Red Dead Redemption 2. So, like, now that I've had a taste of those type of games, I'm like, ah.
All right, so let me throw this out there. Dead by Daylight.
What's that?
Dead by Daylight.
What is that?
It's a horror game. You could play as a killer or survivor. You could be Chucky, Tiffany the Bride, Ghostface, Leatherface.
How can I play it? What system is it?
Any platform. Xbox, PC, PlayStation. So you can
find it in the store?
Yeah, you can find it in the store. Like if
I like the name. I know I've seen the name, but yeah, I have a PS4. I'm not like a gamer type person. That's why like I'm stuck on Red Dead 2 and I think it's so fun. And like I want to go back and play Red Dead 1 again on the PS4 because I do like it and my daughter likes it. She hasn't played the first one. But
the only reason I play games is for the trophies. Once I get the trophies, the achievements. I quit once I 100.
So I'm like with Red Dead, I don't understand how people play online and goof off. I just do the story mode and I'm done.
That's what I do with Battlefront. I love Battlefront 2. Like I've been stuck on it.
Jedi.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Evil Dead game came out and it was an online game. And like I liked it for a little bit and it just kind of got played out. So I feel the online game thing, man. It's not my thing. I'd much rather play the story, get everything done, and
story mode. The campaign is so good. Like I could see like playing Black Ops 2 online again. You know, that's fun. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real people. You're playing real people. But for me, man, like I don't have time for video games. I'm trying to do a lot of different albums and projects and touring and get collabs with you guys. And you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be wasting any time playing video games. Red Dead, I love because I feel like I'm in control of a movie. The 1800s.
You are correct.
What's that?
Yeah. You are correct. I feel what you're saying. Like sometimes you don't have time to enjoy yourself, but when you do get in there, you're the director behind the camera.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm learning about the Wild West too. I mean, it's just so dope, man.
Which leads me to Creatures. I mentioned this. I love this track. I'm gonna play this for y'all real quick. This is off of the new Double Dragon album. Buckshot and Kung Fu Vampire, Creatures. Y'all check it out.
Like Gollum, manifest a blizzard, bite harder, die on my jism, you martyr. Malevolent, mischievous, fifth element, elephant in the room. Eloquent with my composure, get closer, smile for the camera. Sasquatch, Loch Ness, we famula, pray in front of the mandala, smashing mandible, blumpkin with a pumpkin, dumping, pumping, now you're zipping a little something, lump sum while I be roofing ya, eating soup in a 3-piece soup for ya, while we root for ya, El Chupacabra, hallucina. Some sicko shit with a pistol grip and a fistful of dollar, can you suck my wrist? I don't wanna cut your chick, rock slapping's my creed, I just wanna let them bleed, you don't want to invite me. Poltergeist and it's so unsightly, sip your blood like it's popping boba, the reanimation of Casanova. Do you want to meet the creature?
Dracula. By the way, a mothership hooked into your jugular. Kind of on that creature tip, solo kind of smuggler. Lethal, I'm Jack Reacher, bitch. Feeling like a phenom when I show best be gone. When mad, I glow like neon. Cross laser streams like Egon. Spectacular, sing things and fools like Dracula. Learn that shit from KFV and now it's my vernacular. When it comes to the mob, we bumping them out. Creep through the fog and we seeking them out. Bar with a bar, we bang till they fall. Bury them raw, coughing and all. You want that drama, I'ma bring it to your doorstep. When I'm done, I'll leave that dragon imprint in your forehead. Do you want to meet the creatures? That's not a good idea. Injected with venom is my defense mechanism. Don't mention victims, a henchman will pull you in my dimension. Do you want to meet the creatures? So I wouldn't wanna be intentions. I'm missing these symptoms, need some attention. Look in the prism of fiction, my picture rise to ascension.
Yeah, that's Creatures. I love the Ghostbusters reference made in that song. It's so great. Say it again.
What?
The
oh man, that crossing the streams like Econ. I loved it.
He goes, what? And I said, yeah, this song is.
Buckshot got some good 80s references on this album.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh man, like it made me geek out. I went fanboy for a second. Man.
So food wise,
yeah.
What's your favorite type of food?
Well, I would say Japanese food, man. You know, sushi, but probably Mexican food. I mean, that's what we have here all the time. Authentic homemade stuff, and just we got all these taco trucks and all this great food here. Those are my two tops.
I'll give that a thumbs up.
Yeah,
and I like a good quality smash burger.
I'll give that a thumbs up.
Yeah, man.
We got a place in Huntsville called G's Burgers, and
you say G's or cheese?
G's,
okay.
Man, them suckers are like.
I had to look that up.
Boom.
I think we could introduce him to that whenever he show up.
Yeah.
I would love that. What town are you guys in right now?
Marshall County, Alabama, also known as Albertville.
Albertville.
Is it already hot there? Is it already hot or is it still cold?
It's hot.
Oh yeah.
But it was cold. Look, this like
the weather here is bipolar.
Yeah.
Until summer, and in summer it's just hot all the time, right?
No.
And it's humid.
Oh.
Yeah. Very humid.
We're talking about the food.
Dude, that Japanese place I went to the other day, like buffet, was like crazy. But the sushi area, they made it when you order it. So like
that's important, especially at a buffet. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, that was one of the main reasons I agreed to go. Is because like I'd seen videos about this place to where they hand roll your sushi and set it up for you all fresh, and yeah, I love that experience.
Oh yeah.
So do you have any other I know you mentioned a couple of albums. You got anything already in the works other than just having that collab with Buckshot?
I mean, the Double Dragon just dropped a couple weeks ago. I'm really focused on that. We're gonna do some more promo for that, drop a couple more singles. Focused on touring. I've got some random shows. I'm doing Detroit. I'm doing South Carolina. I'm going to be doing New York, all just fly out dates. But I'm also trying to vacation and have a little fun too. Always formulating something new. I do have a new Kung Fu Vampire album formulating. It's very early stages, but it's definitely going to be exciting.
I know I can't wait. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shit. Let's see here. Favorite movie. I know we touched on games.
Right.
Favorite movies.
Contra, Sushi, Authentic Tacos, now the movies. Come on with it.
I mean, Big Trouble in Little China is one of my all-time favorites. I like 80s movies, man. I like vintage movies, throwbacks.
All right, see, my top 3 is like it's I only a top 3 because I don't have a top 1. It's like Over the Top, Lost Boys, and Evil Dead. Yes, yes.
I do like Army of Darkness. That movie goes hard. I'm trying to think what movie that I really like. I don't know. I don't really rewatch stuff. If I like it, I'll rewatch it 10 years later or something. But you know,
let me interject real quick, okay? Since
I like Commando. Commando was one of my favorites.
Oh, Commando was awesome.
That was fun.
Today.
Who's somebody you'd like to work with in the future?
Damn, man. You know, slowly, because a lot of people won't work with me for whatever reason, just because of numbers or because I don't schmooze or I don't poke at people enough. I've kind of lost interest in wanting to do stuff with people, to be honest. So I just want to make the best music possible. I know it benefits me to do collabs, but I just want to just kind of shy away from connecting with people more and more, just get away from people, you know what I mean? That being said, one of my biggest influences is E40, so I'd love to do something with him before, you know, at one point before he retires or whatever. You know, that's somebody I would like to do something with for sure.
Dude, that collab, Zombie, I think Brother Lynch Tech,
E40. Yeah. So then another person would be Rico Nasty. I would like to do something with her. Dochi or something would be cool. But you know, a lot of people are out of touch for me. You know, they're out of you can't touch them. So people that are in touch would be maybe like some rock groups like Power Man 5000 or somebody throwback like that would be cool. We have Smash Mouth out here. You know, they're from here and they've reached out saying they want to get me on their new album. That would be cool just to say I did it. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
I don't know, man. It's tough. If there's a lot of people I would work with if they hit me up, but if they don't hit me up, I don't even want to say their name. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's see here.
Let us see.
So, any y'all got any questions out there you'd like to ask? I think I tried to cover everything.
Oh, she said. Upre said. Puppeteer, Ghoulies, and Critters. I've not seen Puppeteer. I probably should check that out. Ghoulies was classic, and Critters, and I referenced those in that song, Creature.
That's what's up. But I'm Supreme. It wouldn't let me put the $sign on there, baby.
Yeah, he's Supreme. He wouldn't let him. He can't put the $sign on the front of it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Supreme. I'm gonna check out Puppeteer if you think it's worth it.
Anytime, man. Like I love old school movies, nostalgia. This is how I end up meeting this guy right here. You know, we started talking about movies and just nothing and everything at the same time. And he reminded me of a dear friend that I no longer have, and he is my brother.
Yeah, see, I do a movie show on Mondays also. So
yeah, you were saying that when you had reached out. You know, I usually haven't been doing a lot of podcasts, but that was an aspect I liked. I liked your approach to reach out to me, man. So really about the movies, I do like it. I do want to see more movies that are from the old school, you know.
Check it out.
I am absolutely honored that. What does a typical studio session look like for Kung Fu Band? Atmosphere, vibe, energy?
Well, it changes. It changes because I don't smoke weed or do any drugs. I will have a cocktail during the session, but only once we're deep in. And lots of really good coffee, really good food, usually homemade food. I'll bring steak or salad or something. And man, you know, our studio's in East Oakland. Shout out to Action Paxton, my drummer and engineer. He's in an alleyway out there that has big vibes, man. Nexus Audio, East Oakland. Check him out if you're out here. But yeah, man, I'm just super hyper focused on those sessions, trying to get it done, you know, and being a perfectionist.
So
I like that.
Oh, I got a question. What is who's on your middle school playlist? When you were in middle school, what were you listening to?
Well, I was listening to older music in middle school because my parents are 20 years older than me, so they exposed me to cool stuff. So, you know, NWA, Ice Cube, Cypress Hill, Buster Rhymes, you know what I mean? Goody Mob, Outkast.
Hey, look at him.
I grew up on Wu-Tang, all of that you just listed.
Everything he named.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang, Scarface, Killer Mike, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, second question, real quick, is what does a typical day in the life of Kung Fu Vampire look like?
Well, it hurts to get out of bed, dude. I was a pro athlete up until I was 22 years old, so I'm in a lot of pain, to be honest with you, man.
Okay.
A lot of chronic pain, herniated discs in my neck, low back, shoulders messed up.
What sport did you play?
I was on the USA national team for gymnastics. I was a ring specialist.
Shit.
So I made the Junior Olympic team pretty much on rings. I think I placed 8th out of, the top 6 go to the Junior Olympics, and I placed 8th all around or 7th all around. But I won USA championships on rings.
That's crazy.
And placed in the top 6 on several events. But yeah, so that, and then wrestling and things just kind of beat me up. So lately I'm focused when I get up on some mobile working out stuff, things that I do to stretch and exercise my low back and things. And then I take my daughter to school every day. I make as good of coffee as I possibly can. I've been loving really high quality coffee, French press, you know what I'm saying? So I'm by the French press, take her to school, come back, either hit the gym fasted or work around the house, and then do music business emails, whatever, then hit the gym after lunch. But I also have a little dog who's sleeping around the corner. I don't know why he's not here, but I have a Jack Russell Corgi, so I take him on long walks while I handle little business, kung fu business. And then in the evening, like right now, I'm gonna have to get off here in a few minutes because I got to take my daughter to rehearsal. She's actually in Broadway theater type stuff. She does musicals, children's musical theater. So I'm gonna take her to that, and then so yeah, it's a lot of driving her around and doing music and working out and walking the dog. Man, that's my life.
All right, and then my final question, and I'll leave you back with Magik. All right, you got one sentence to leave an impact on the world. What's that sentence?
The sentence is the following, and I'm gonna just spring it right now. If it's not gonna matter tomorrow or next week, don't waste your time on it.
Hey, I like that.
Don't stress, and let me comma.
Okay.
Don't stress on things out of your control. Nobody really cares about you as much as you think.
Amen. Amen, brother.
I know what you mean by that. Hey, thank you, man. I'm going to jump down and let Magik say his farewells with you. Appreciate your time, brother.
Great questions, homie.
Bro, I'm going to go ahead and say it's been an absolute honor to have you up here tonight. Gene has been laughing in my ear all night. Fuck you guys.
He's great, man. Great meeting. Supreme, it was great meeting you, bro. I like your vibe. You guys are great, man. Thank you, Magik.
Yeah, you were awesome, man.
I greatly appreciate it.
You guys keep good company, it sounds like, and we're going to make a song happen, and we're going to make Alabama happen on this next tour in the fall. Let's make it happen. And if we can't make it happen on a tour, I have been doing flyouts. I've done several last year, early this year. We can fly into Mobile or wherever the closest airport is to wherever, make it happen.
Absolutely,
yeah,
I'm down. Thank you all for joining the show. Thank you, Kung Fu Vampire. I'm tagging you in everything right now. Hope I did the hashtag right. Thank you, Magik X. Love you guys. Peace out.
Much love, man. Respect.
You got any quick shout outs you want to throw out there? And I'm going to do one last song. And
hey, much love to my team, Buckshot, Action Paxton, all my homies that have been on tour with me, Blue, Aku, Larry Coleman 2020, all been on tour with me, doing a great job. Man, shout out to my city, San Jose, the Bay Area,
Much love, you guys. We're going to end with this song. I'm going to go ahead and say that is a little high up there on the nature. So, yes, this is one of my main inspiration. It is Dead Girls Don't Say No with Blaze You Dead Homie. That is on Look Alive. Much love, Kung Fu.
Much love, man.
Yes, thank you, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Have a good night.
Love you, bro. Thank you for
Much
being
love.
on this show.
Thank you.
My lust for women is insatiable, you already know. My love for dead girls is deplorable, but here we go. Bad taste, friendly rape kid, role play. Henry VIII, you're a slave to my junk that's below the waist, bitch. In my back cave, chained and whipped and smacked. Wait a minute, while I'm skinning, winning them stuffed in a rabbit cage. Down the rabbit hole of enrage against the machinery. Cleanery in the coffin casket factory. Have to be waxing her off. It's hard to relax in a chair when the shit is so awesome. When you see us together, you stop and you stare because we are awful soft. And I'm passing a fossil to blaze the debacle. I'm an ace in your personal space that'll wait till you blossom. Giving them chase to the ultimate prey to erase the face of the forgotten. It's just a break in a monotony. Speaking Mandarin no Kaki, Italian paparazzi. Taking naked pics of karate zombies, kamikaze, necromancer hottie. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go. No, no, no. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go. What's that? Oh, you can't walk and you can't talk back and you can't pull a strap. No, no, no. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go.
She never wanna trip or give me lip about a bitch. She bout a shit, I'm bringing 2 and 3 and 4 when she with it. I've been known to like I'm dead, cause they give good head. Give me that dead neck, for call it back, I gotta get my dick wet. Call me cute, believe I'm numb when I'm dumb. Dope full of cum all over her rotted tongue. I'm sprung from introduction, seduction was a game. Scary Mary was a name, and I'll never be the same. Without a pleasure and a pain, God knows why I wanna try. Play with dead things like puppets on a string. See, I'm gangling, the mangled things I'm tangling and wrangling your chain. Now the failure coming flags, so come in and come stay. They made already trained with precision of a surgeon. Pussy tight from decay and they maternal like a virgin. On its side, it's so right. Every night I can't let go. Got a hold on me, never get the bitch back in a hole.
Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go. No, no, no. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go. What's that? Oh, you can't walk and you can't talk back and you can't pull a strap. No, no, no. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go. I used to date all types of ladies, but none of them taste like. I left the sea, came back to land, and now I walk the night. I don't know who to bite next. I'm hoping it's a chick who is down for some dead sex. I roll with plenty of live ones. Tyrun, I run the mortuary with sirens. I don't like 'em a size 1. I call this an app on my iPhone. iPhone, call me your daddy, your poppy, your living legend. Provide calm. I'm kinda scrappy, a ride or die type of dude that'll hide guns. The enemy effortlessly plotting to never miss me. Even my son has an evil vernacular. Hapless victims, half of these chitlins happy to kick 'em when I'm down for the Count Dracula. Master of puppets, even after the taxidermy, I'm still stuffing. Call me a doctor, call me a monster like I'm Frankenstein. These dead girls don't say no. And this one here's mine. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go. No, no, no. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go. What's that? Oh, you can't walk and you can't talk back and you can't pull a strap. No, no, no. Dead girls don't say no. I don't wanna let you go.
Full of double bitch. 666. 666. Full of double bitch. 666.
Much love, everybody. Shout out to everybody that showed up tonight. You are loved. You are enough. You are never alone, and the world is way better with you in it.
I am here with you.
Keep going, Gene. That was good.
Though you're far away.
Much love, everybody.
I am here to stay.